6, 7, 8. We paint the town and all that jazz. I'm gonna rouge my knees and roll my stockings down and all that jazz. Start the car. I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz.
Skittle.
And all that jazz. Whoopee. And all that jazz. Shoes and all that jazz. I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues and all that jazz. Hold on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case you shake up hard and want a brand new start to do that. We're playing fast and loose and all that jazz. Right up here is where I store the juice and all that jazz. Come on, babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you lucky Len, they never flew so high. Not in the stratosphere. How could he lend an ear to all that jazz? Shimmy, shake, and all that jazz. Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her gutters break, and all that jazz. Sure, where to park her girdle. Oh, how my blood will curdle if she hear her baby squeal. For all that jazz. that jazz.
For her first number, Miss Roxy Hart would like to sing a song of love and devotion dedicated to her dear husband, Amos.
Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong, but he doesn't care. He'll string along. He loves me so, that funny honey of mine. Sometimes I'm down, sometimes I'm up, but he follows round like some droopy-eyed pup. He loves me so, that funny honey of mine. He ain't no chic, that's no great physique, and Lord knows he ain't got the smarts. But look at that soul, I tell you that hole is a whole lot greater than the sum of his parts. And if you knew him like me, I know you'd agree. What if the world slandered my name? Why, he'd be right there, taking the blame. He loves me so, and it all suits me fine. That funny, sunny, funny hobby of mine.
I mean, supposing he had violated her or something. You know what I mean? Violated?
I know what you mean.
Or something. Think how terrible that would have been. It's a good thing I got home from work on time. I'm telling you that.
He loves me so,
I say I'm telling you that.
funny honey of mine.
The name of deceased Fred Casely.
Fred Casely? How could he be a burglar? My wife knows him. He sold us our furniture. He gave us 10% off.
Lord knows he ain't got the smarts.
You told me he was a burglar.
You mean he was dead when you got home?
She had him covered in a sheet, and she's telling me some cock and bull story about this burglar and how I ought to say I did it because I was sure to get off. Help me, Amos, she says. It's my goddamn hour
Now
of
he
need.
shut off his trap. I can't stand that sap. Look at him
believe
go,
That cheap little
ratting
tramp.
on me with
She's
just
two-timing me,
one
huh?
more
Well, I'm
brain.
through
What a
protecting her now. She can swing for all I care. Boy, I'm down at the
they
garage
string
working my
me
butt
up,
off 14 hours a day, and
well,
she's up
I
here munching
know
on
who brought
bonbons
the
and tramping
twine.
around like some goddamn floozy. Thought you could pull the wool over my eyes.
That
Well, I wasn't
scummy,
born yesterday. I tell you,
crummy,
there's some things a man just can't
dummy
take, and this time she pushed me too
hobby
far.
of
That little shitlet. Boy, what a sap I was.
mine.
Pop. 6. Squish. Cicero. Lipschitz.
And now, the 6 merry murderesses of the Cook County Jail in their rendition of The Cell Block Tango.
Lipschitz. Pop. 6. Squish. Cicero. Lipschitz. Pop. 6. Squish. Cicero. Lipschitz.
these little habits that get you down. Like Bernie. Bernie liked to chew gum. No, not chew. Pop. So I came home this one day and I'm really irritated and I'm looking for a little bit of sympathy. And there's Bernie lying on the couch, drinking a beer and chewing. No, not chewing. Popping! So I said to him, I said, you pop that gum one more time. And he did. So I took the shotgun off the wall and I fired 2 warning shots. Into his head.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He only had himself to blame. If you'd have been there, if you'd have heard it, I bet you would have done the same.
I met Ezekiel Young from Salt Lake City about 2 years ago, and he told me he was single, and we hit it off right away. So we started living together. He'd go to work, he'd come home, I'd fix him a drink, we'd have dinner, and then I found out. Single, he told me. Single my ass. Not only was he married, oh no, he had 6 wives. One of those Mormons, you know? So that night when he came home from work, I fixed him his drink, as usual. You know, some guys just can't hold their arsenic.
He had it coming. He had it coming. He took the flower in his prime, and then he used it, and he abused it. It was a murder, and not a crime.
Now I'm standing in the kitchen, carving up the chicken for dinner, minding my own business. In storms my husband Wilbur in a jealous rage. "You've been screwing the milkman," he says. He was crazy, and he kept on screaming, "You've been screwing the milkman!" And then he ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 10 times.
If you'd have been there, if you'd have seen it, I bet you would have done the same.
Мід, кире шекері. Ост моньякує гірешлоком лефок томоферіми. Ін меглечіп томофеє. Денемегос. Инартотлон воёк. Не тудом. Мертвоня анкл самхок интанцам. Проболтом. Аренда шенген мег моя разни. Динамер тадек мег.
Yeah, but did you do it?
Not guilty.
My sister Veronica and I had this double act, and my husband Charlie traveled around with us. Now, for the last number in our act, we did these 20 acrobatic tricks in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, splits, spread eagles, backflips, flip-flops, one right after the other. So this one night before the show, we're down at the Hotel Cicero. The 3 of us boozing, having a few laughs. And we ran out of ice, so I go out to get some. I come back, open the door, and there's Veronica and Charlie doing number 17, the spread eagle. Well, I was in such a state of shock. I completely blacked out. I can't remember a thing. It wasn't until later, when I was washing the blood off my hands, I even knew they were dead. They had it coming. They had it coming. They had it coming all along. I didn't do it, but if I'd done it, how could you tell me that I was wrong? They had it coming. They had it coming. They had it coming all along. I didn't do it, but if I'd done it, how could you tell me that I was wrong?
I loved Al Lipschitz more than I could possibly say. He was a real artistic guy, sensitive, a painter. But he was always trying to find himself. He'd go out every night looking for himself, and on the way, he found Ruth, Gladys, Rosemary, and Irving's. I guess you could say we broke up because of artistic differences. He saw himself as alive, and I saw him dead.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the keeper of the keys, the countess of the clink, the mistress of Murderers Row, Matron Mama Morton.
Ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother hen. I love them all and all of them love me. Because the system works, the system called reciprocity. Got a little motto, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. There's a lot of favors I'm prepared to do. You do one for mama, she'll do one for you. They say that life is tit for tat, and that's the way I live. So I deserve a lot of tact for what I've got to give. Don't you know that this hand washes that one too? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. If you want my gravy, pepper my ragu, spice it up for mama, she'll get hot for you. When they pass that basket, folks contribute too. You put in for mama, she'll put out for you. The folks atop the ladder are the ones the world adores. So boost me up my ladder, kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Let's all stroke together like the Princeton crew. When you're stroking mama, mama's stroking you. So what's the one conclusion I could bring this number to? When you're good to mama, mama's good to
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the silver-tongued prince of the courtroom, the one, the only, Billy Flynn.
I don't care about expensive things, cashmere coats, diamond rings, don't mean a thing. All I care about is love, that's what I'm here for. I don't care for wearing silk cravats, ruby studs, satin spats, don't mean a thing. All I care about is love. Give me 2 eyes of blue, softly saying, let me see her standing there, and honest mister, I'm a millionaire. I don't care for any fine attire Vanderbilt might admire. No, no, not me. All I care about is love. Show me long raven hair flowing down about to there. When I see her running free, keep your money, that's enough for me. I don't care for driving Packard cars or smoking long buck cigars. No, no, not me. All I care about is doing a guy in who's picking on you, twisting the wrist that's turning the screw. All I care about is
Mr. Billy Flynn in the press conference rag. Notice how his mouth never moves. Almost.
Where'd you come from?
Mississippi.
And your parents?
Very wealthy.
Where are they now?
6 feet under, but she was granted one more start, the convent of the Sacred Heart.
When'd you get here?
1920.
How old were you?
Don't remember.
Then what happened?
I met Amos and he stole my heart away, convinced me to elope one day.
Oh, you poor dear, I can't believe what you've been through. A convent girl, a runaway marriage. Now tell us, Roxy, who's Fred Casely?
My ex-boyfriend.
Why'd you shoot him?
I was leaving.
Was he angry?
Like a madman. Still I said, Fred, move along. She knew that she was doing wrong.
Then describe it.
He came toward me
with the pistol
from my bureau.
Did you fight him?
Like a tiger. He had strength and she had none, and yet we both reached for the gun. Yes, oh yes, oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both, oh yes, we both reached for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, we both reached for the gun, for the gun.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both, oh yes, they both reached for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reached for the gun, for the gun.
Understandable, understandable. Yes, it's perfectly understandable. Comprehensible, comprehensible. Not a bit reprehensible. It's so defensible.
How you feeling?
Very frightened.
Are you sorry? Are you kidding?
What's your statement?
All I'd say is, don't my choo-choo jump the track. I'd give my life to bring it back. Stay away from jazz and liquor and the men who play for fun. That's the thought that came upon me when we both reached for the gun.
Understandable, understandable.
Yes, it's perfectly understandable. Comprehensible, comprehensible. Not a bit reprehensible. It's so defensible. Let me hear it.
Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun.
A little louder.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for
Oh yeah.
the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Now you got it.
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, the gun, the gun, the gun. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, for the gun. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both. Oh yes, they both reach for the gun, 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 the gun.
Both reached for the gun.
The name on everybody's lips is gonna be Roxy. The lady raking in the chips is gonna be Roxy. I'm gonna be a celebrity, that means somebody everyone knows. They gonna recognize my eyes, my hair, my teeth, my boobs, my nose. From just some dumb mechanic's wife, I'm gonna be Roxy, who says that murder's not an art, and who, in case she doesn't hang, can say she started with a bang. Roxy Hart. Boys,
Wait outside in line to get to see
Roxy, think of those autographs I'll sign. Good luck to ya.
Roxy.
And I'll appear in a lavalier that goes all the way down to my waist.
Here a ring, there a ring, everywhere a ring-a-ling.
But always in the best of taste. I'm a star, and the audience loves me, and I love them, and they love me for loving them, and I love them for loving me, and we love each other. And that's 'cause none of us got enough love in our childhoods. And that's showbiz, kid.
She's given up her humdrum life.
I'm gonna be singing.
Roxy, she made a scandal and a star.
And Sophie Tucker, oh shit, I know, to see her name get filled below. Roxy Hart.
Roxy,
If someone stood up in a crowd and raised his voice up way out loud and waved his arm and shook his leg, you'd notice him. If someone in the movie show yelled fire in the second row. This whole place is a powder keg. You'd notice them. And even without clucking like a hen, everyone gets noticed now and then. Unless, of course, that personage should be invisible, inconsequential. Me. Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. I tell ya, Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. Suppose you was a little cat residing in a person's flat who fed you fish and scratched your ears. You'd notice him. Suppose you was a woman wed and sleeping in a double bed beside one man for 7 years. You'd notice him. A human being's made of more than air. With all that bulk, you're bound to see him there. Unless that human being next to you is unimpressive, undistinguished, you know. Should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. I tell ya, Cellophane, Mr. Cellophane, should have been my name, Mr. Cellophane, 'cause you can look right through me, walk right by me, and never know I'm there. Never even know I'm there. I hope I haven't taken up too much of your time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Chicago Theater is proud to announce a first. The first time anywhere there's been an act of this nature. Not only one little lady, but two. You read about them in the papers, and now here they are, Chicago's own killer dillers, those scintillating sinners, Roxy Hart and Velma Kelly.
You can like the life you're living. You can live the life you like. You can even marry Harry, but mess around with Ike. And that's good, isn't it grand? Isn't it great? Isn't it swell? Isn't it fun? Isn't it? But nothing stays. In 50 years or so, it's gonna change, you know. But all is heaven. No one
pick up the pace. Let's make the parties longer, let's make the skirts shorter. Let's all go to hell in a fast